Okay. Hey, rich friends, say it with me. I am rich. Say it with me again. I am rich. Say it one more time to lock it in. I am rich. Realizing I create happiness. I'm Vivian Rich here with Live Richer with Ease, where we inspire you to live richer with ease. First with your mind, lock it in your heart, as well as you can create the life you desire. I'm hopping in with you. I'm on my road trip still for the winter, and we are in the beautiful state of Texas right now, getting ready to journey over to the next state. And we'll be making our rounds. But anyway, I wanted to pop in and share with you briefly, especially this is for the parents of adult children. Now, hear my heart on this. I hope you can hear it because there's a lot of noise coming through, but I hope you can hear my heart on this because I think it's a message that we as adult parents sometimes experience with something called guilt. Adult parenting guilt. And our children, some of them can really make us feel as a way about ourselves if we didn't know ourselves, right? So here's my message to you as a parent, and one that I had to come to as a parent, okay? I'm not just giving you something random. I'm giving you my experiences. That's all I can give you at this point. And hopefully it resonates. Hopefully you can gain something from it. But anyway, here's the deal. We are not responsible for who our children choose to be, especially when they're an adult. I'll say that again. We are not responsible for who our children choose to be. No, we're not. Meaning that we can't take responsibility for how they perceive us or their childhood. And they can only take the information and the experiences that they had, and they could choose to do one of two things with them. One, they could either use that information and those experiences as tools to create a wonderful and beautiful life for themselves, or they could take that same experiences and use them as weapons to create a destructive future for themselves. It is not our responsibilities as parents. We gave them what we had when we had it, when we were raising them. So you are now released from parental guilt. Okay, my friends? Because I hear this, I've been through it, and I hear it so often from so many of my rich friends that are raising children or thought they've done a pretty decent job with raising their children. They were parents, they stayed in there for the 18 years plus, and they continue to provide for their children as best as they could, only to hear their children throw some type of parental guilt and blame for their choices or who they choose to be. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I am not perfect. I was raising my first set of kids with me. We were growing up together. And then my second set of kids, I was still figuring out certain parts of life as a seasoned adult, okay? So I still didn't get it all right because they don't come with instructions. None of us do. None of us do. So what works for one child doesn't necessarily work for the other child. And what works for one parenting household doesn't necessarily work for another. But here is the key. We all have a choice in our human experience, our children, and so do we. And it's our choice what we choose to do with those experiences that we've had in the past, how we choose to use them, whether we're going to use those as tools or whether we're going to use those as weapons against ourselves. Because that's what who's really hurting normally is ourselves. So hopefully something I said here resonates with you. If it did, be sure to share in the comment, what do you think about parental guilt? And if it did not, it's okay. Not for everybody, but I just wanted to share this with you and release myself as yourself to having a good life. Go ahead and have an adventurous life. You deserve it. It's your birthright, actually. Live richer with ease. Until next time, my rich friends.